Hey everybody, it's George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. Well, I've got a question that came in a little while ago, back in November to be exact, and I finally have a space to do this in where I can really give a good demo, and I finally located my lavalier mic, which was buried in a bag I relocated during the move. So now I can give you this comparison test because Kent Clark says, I currently use the Blue Yeti for most of my voiceover jobs, audiobooks, video games, radio commercials, e-learning, but I'm wondering, is a lavalier microphone professional sounding too? Would it naturally pick up less background noise and echo? Well, that's a great question. And, I've been exploring alternative microphones for recording voiceover, or at least the idea of using alternative microphones for quite some time. Last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I experimented using headset microphones on some of the early Whittam's World videos. But the headset mics that I did have were of low quality. They weren't very sensitive and they had a lot of background noise on them. So if you're going to use a lavalier mic or any micro capsule microphone, that's a microphone that has a very small pickup capsule, such as this is a Countryman, and the model number is written on the body of the power supply, a Countryman B3P4FF14B. Kind of rolls off the tongue. And I'm not talking to it through right now, so I can unclip it without making a bad noise in your ears. But the mic clip that it was on it broke when I pulled it out of the box. So I'm using the elegant binder clip method to clip it on. So probably not on camera compatible, but for use in your home studio, something like this would work just fine. But what does it sound like? How does it compare to working with a condenser mic? Now, I'm working in an open room with very minimal acoustical treatment, almost none actually. Well, actually, to be honest, zero acoustic treatment. Just an open room with a carpet in it. So speaking into the microphone I have over here, this MXL 1006, they don't make them anymore, don't ask. Look on eBay. This microphone is picking me up about the same distance away as the lavalier microphone would pick me up. So I've got distances matched pretty well, but let's take a listen to the way the microphone hears background noise and things like that. So to really make this test accurate, I'm going to turn off all the processing on my mic preamp. So now there is no noise gating, no compression, nothing. You're going to hear this as close as possible to the way you're actually going to hear my voice. So let's just read a little bit. Let's just read the email because I don't have anything more creative. So this is the email read to you with this mic in the room that I'm in now, and then I'll read it again with the lavalier mic. I currently use the Blue Yeti for most of my voiceover jobs, audiobooks, video games, radio commercials, and e-learning. But I'm wondering, is a lavalier microphone professional sounding too? Would it naturally pick up less background noise and echo? Okay, so now I'm going to switch to the lav mic, the lavalier mic. I currently use the Blue Yeti for most of my voiceover jobs, audiobooks, video games, radio commercials, and e-learning. But I'm wondering, is a lavalier microphone professional sounding too? Would it naturally pick up less background noise and echo? So we're going to go back to my favorite mic, and I'm going to turn the processing back on because I like the processing that I have on it. My room is not totally silent. I have a Mac Mini sitting right here in front of me whose fans are going berserk because I'm recording video. I am going to relocate this underneath the desk, which will help reduce the noise coming off of that machine considerably. I should have that done by next week. But this should give you a pretty real-world scenario of what it sounds like when you're next to a noisy computer and in an echoey room. Which microphone picked up less background noise and which one picked up less echo? You be the judge. A lavalier mic may work pretty well in a very well-treated booth. You might be able to get enough of a dry, direct signal in a room that has very little or no bounce at all. But again, expect to spend at least probably $300 to $400 on a lav mic that's of quality enough to record a professional sounding voice track. And don't expect it to be able to match to anything else that's recorded with a large condenser microphone. It's very hard to get these two to match unless you've got like maybe an $800 DPA brand lavalier microphone placed maybe right here on a boom next to the mouth. Thanks for writing that in, Kent. It's something I know a lot of people have probably considered, and this will give you at least one man's opinion. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go out and give it a try, but again, expect to spend a lot, and also expect to have a challenge finding a microphone that is wired to a standard XLR microphone cable so that you can plug it into your mixer. Those are not nearly as common. If you've got a question for Whittam's World, send it in to whittamsworld@edgestudio.com. It could be a topic for the show. Maybe you have a product you want to have reviewed. Who knows, but send it in. If you've got technical support needs, go to vostudiotech.com, or you can just give us a call at 212-868-3343. This has been George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for watching.